There comes a point in every man's life where he must decide, what kind of energy will I allow around me and what will I never tolerate again? Because here's the hard truth. Every single time you let someone cross your boundaries, every time you excuse toxic behavior, you're silently teaching the world that you're okay being disrespected. Welcome to Stoicism Breath. Today we uncover 6 behaviors that a man of virtue, clarity, and strength must never accept. These aren't just personal opinions, they are non-negotiable boundaries set by those who truly value their time, their energy, and their inner peace. Let's dive in. First, disrespect, the first crack in self-worth. Disrespect doesn't always roar loudly. Often it comes as a whisper. It's when someone cuts you off mid-sentence, when they laugh at your dreams, when they make you feel small just to feel bigger themselves. A Stoic doesn't explode in rage at disrespect, but he does respond. Because when you tolerate disrespect, you signal that your standards can bend, that your boundaries are optional. Marcus Aurelius put it perfectly. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. That strength includes walking away even from the subtle disrespect that chips away at your dignity. Second, manipulation, the silent assassin of peace. Manipulators don't shout, they twist, they plant guilt to control you. They distort facts so you doubt your own memory. They shower you with praise when they want something, then go cold when you don't comply. To the Stoic mind, manipulation is a direct threat to inner clarity, and clarity is sacred. And yes, it's hard, especially when the manipulator is someone close to you. But the Stoic sees through the emotional fog. He doesn't fight fire with fire. He calmly reveals the tactic stands firm and then removes himself completely. Seneca said, associate with those who will make a better man of you. Manipulators do the opposite. They chip away at your reality. Don't let it slide. Recognize it, name it, and walk away with grace. Third chronic, complaining, the emotional black hole. Some people don't actually want solutions. They want attention, pity, or a permanent stage for their victimhood. Every talk becomes a rant. Every suggestion you make is shot down. They're addicted to their problems and they want you to be addicted too. But here's the danger, your energy is limited. Every ounce you pour into someone who refuses to change is energy stolen from your own growth. Epictetus warned, it is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows. And that's the essence of a chronic complainer. They already believe life is against them, so they are closed to wisdom. That's why a Stoic detaches, yes, with compassion, but detaches nonetheless. Epictetus once warned, it is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows. And that's exactly the tragedy of a chronic complainer. They've already crowned themselves the eternal victim of life. They don't seek wisdom, they seek attention. They don't want solutions, they want your energy. And every time you tolerate that drain, you weaken your focus and dim your spirit. The Stoic approach, detach with compassion, yes, but detach all the same. Because your energy is sacred and it must be guarded. Fourth, dishonesty, the death of inner trust. Lies don't just fracture relationships, they fracture you. The very moment you excuse a lie, you begin doubting your own judgment. You feel the dishonesty, but convince yourself you're overreacting. You see the inconsistencies, but keep giving the benefit of the doubt. Slowly, your clarity, the very foundation of Stoic living, erodes. A Stoic builds life on truth, truth in thought, in action, in relationships. Marcus Aurelius wrote, if someone can prove me wrong and show me my mistake, I will gladly change. It's the truth I seek. But when someone refuses to honor truth, when deception becomes their language, They have no place in your circle, no matter how close, familiar, or charming they may be. Dishonesty is not connection. It's disconnection in disguise. Fifth, entitlement, the unseen burden. The entitled don't thank you. They expect you. They demand your time, your help, your forgiveness without effort, without humility. They even make you feel guilty for having boundaries. To them, you owe them simply because they exist in your life. A Stoic gives freely but never under pressure. He knows that giving without boundaries breeds resentment. Seneca said, "He who gives quickly gives twice," but entitlement doesn't recognize generosity, it consumes it. And if you allow your kindness to become currency for another's laziness or ego, you betray yourself. The solution: draw the line. Make it clear. And when that line is crossed, step back, no explanations needed. Sixth, disloyalty, the deepest wound to integrity. Disloyalty isn't only betrayal, it's inconsistency of character. The disloyal person will celebrate you in private, but vanish in public. They'll stand by you when things are easy, but disappear when you need them most. They'll smile when you rise, but secretly applaud when you fall. To a Stoic, loyalty isn't a favor, it's a mirror. If I give you my trust, you must reflect it back through consistent action. Loyalty reveals values, disloyalty reveals masks. And the Stoic response: no outbursts, no revenge, just quiet distance, a dignified removal of your energy. Because once loyalty is broken, it is never whole again. Remember this: the world will treat you according to the standards you set. Tolerate manipulation and you attract manipulators. Allow disrespect and you invite more of it. Excuse dishonesty and you damage not only your trust in others, but your trust in yourself. But when you stand firm, when you calmly walk away from what's unworthy of your presence, you become untouchable. Dangerous not because you harm others, but because no one can shake you anymore. This is Stoicism Breath. Here we don't react emotionally, we respond logically. We rise with virtue. We choose peace over chaos always. And now the question is yours. Which of these behaviors have you tolerated for too long, and what change begins today?